Howdy, beautiful people. Spencer Wood, the real estate cowboy, as always, the sidekick chili, and we are stoked to be down here at 260 Horn Road in Harrington, Maine. As you can see, absolutely stunning ocean views. We got a beautiful big granite gate here, custom made. We got some nice flower beds and things here. This is a brand new build, not completed yet, but God, this property has everything that you could ever want. I mean, we're talking about an 1863 hand-hewn barn that used to be an old cider barn because there's a 150-year-old apple orchard out here. The list goes on and on and on. I just wanted to start to show you guys here at the beginning of the property how awesome this big gate is and how private and quiet everything is out here on this road. So without further ado, we're gonna giddy on up and start showing you how badass this property is. We're at kind of base camp here in the middle of the road, if you will. We're gonna get over to this gorgeous board and batten stained house in a second. But beforehand, I figure we might as well spend our first portion of the tape here showing you these outdoor features and these enhancements that have been done to this property. At 45 acres, great space. At least probably 6, maybe 10 acres of field spread out throughout the property. Again, stunning views of the bay here. We got 3 cascading trout ponds over here with some custom benches and a dock. There's actually a hydro permit and there's a hydro, I guess mechanism as we'll call it, has been installed over here. I'm gonna show you that, super interesting. So you got that hydro power available on the property with, you know, throw a turbine on there, a battery bank and an inverter, and you're ready to rock and roll and power this place exclusively off hydro. Behind me here, completely refurbished, renovated 1863 hand-hewn barn. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the driveway here, we got this really nice overhang here for extra storage if you want to look at, you know, putting four-wheeler side by side, tractor, wheelbarrow, anything that you just kind of want to keep nice and dry. It's a great little lean-to part of the barn here. And we're sitting on a nice concrete fiber enforced pad here, brand new there. So this thing is ready for another 150 plus years of handling business, as we'd like to say out here in the county. But we'll go ahead and we'll jump in here and just kind of give you a really good idea. Hopefully we have enough light to show you just how beautiful these timbers are in here. I love old barns. We got the lofted space up above for storage or for hay. Big, beautiful, brand new lean-to, big timbers. A lot of this, these new timbers, like the lean-to and stuff, came right from the property, hand milled, sawn by the seller. A second lean-to out here on the back. So first one for storage here, second one for storage as well. Another really cool piece out here right behind you. This is a generator house, actually. I mean, you could also use it for storage, but you have a big dog, ready to rock and roll propane generator that can easily run this entire property with no problem at all. So you got hydropower that's not completed yet, but all the mechanisms have been put in and ready to rock and roll over there on the ponds. You got this serious commercial propane generator ready as another backup, and then power on the road as well if you wanted to bring that up in here. You know, you walk out of your barn from whatever you're doing in there, you walk across into your beautiful field slash lawn, looking at the ocean, and whammo, here you are looking at 150-year-old prime time heritage apple trees spread out all across the yard and field here. I mean, staring right at the ocean and other conservation land across, so there's never going to be anything built over there. Anywhere on the property, the big focus that this seller tried to do was emphasizing this ridiculous water view that we have out over here to my right side. And you're just going to keep seeing that theme throughout the house, throughout the property. I mean, you can see that the field is obviously very fertile, super lush. Everything is green. Everything is growing like crazy. Again, we're looking at 45 acres. We probably got close to about 10 acres of field spread out throughout the property up front here from what you're seeing, and then out back. You're gonna also see blueberry bushes and fields out back here. There's a gravel pit on site to do the road maintenance for the miles of trails that are kind of weaving through here. You could easily fence all this stuff in and get right after having your animals right on site. And there's probably not too many farm animals in the country that would have a ridiculous ocean view like that. We're getting down here to the main pond, as you can see, as Chili is showing us here. This is a spring-fed main part of the pond here. Seller put this really fun water level, custom granite kind of bench out here in the water. Over you can see the dock that he's put in with the trout feeder and all that. I know he's put upwards of over 1,000 trout in this pond at some points. And then this one, as you can see, it's got a really beautiful, fun shape to it. And this cascades down into another one and then down into another one. Just to show you one of the multiple uses of this awesome dock and pond, Chili is going to demonstrate what you can do. Here we go. You ready to show him? You ready to show him? Go get that thing. He doesn't jump far. He's more of a concrete brick, but so we have all the infrastructure is in place for hydropower. Outside of putting whatever size turbine and battery bank you guys want to gear towards this project, the infrastructure is in and it is ready for making power out here. Another quick couple things here. This also helps regulate, and you have complete control over the depth of the pond up here for the overflow ponds that are going down. This one, the main pond here to my left, is actually about average of 18 feet deep. It is fed by 11 springs around here. It is completely gravel lined on the bottom, and it does have a state of Maine stocking permit attached to it as well. And you can hear some of that overflow coming underneath the dock and shooting out down here to our second, let's call it like a little overflow kind of kidney pond. No trout or anything in this one. This is more or less, this whole levee was kind of built, the system, the infrastructure was really designed around the hydro permit. So using that pressure and everything with the downhill and the overflow to really build up that back pressure and make sure that from a hydro perspective that there's plenty running through here. This is super unique. It doesn't take a genius to realize having 3 cascading ponds with a state permit for stocking and hydropower. It's about as unique as it gets. So another unreal quality adding to the badassness of this property. It is a very strategically designed hunting property as well. As you can see behind me, one of probably a dozen tree stands that have been placed around the property. As I kind of move over this way, you can see what it's sitting over. So we have a beautiful little food plot right here next to your watering source, also next to your good bedding area. You got nice thick spruce fir that are over here. Great for deer. There's multiple of these food plots laid out all around the property. And as I kind of move over this direction, you can start seeing these gorgeous forest mulch trails. Over there to my right, another little small food plot area that you probably can't see too well, but it's there. But you're starting to kind of get the idea. You know, we're gonna keep weaving through the woods here, which you can see is primarily spruce fir, more your softwood, typical to see on the coast. A little bit of hardwood mixed in, not too much of it. The interior road infrastructure that's already present on the property, really solid gravel base, everything like that. We're gonna walk out to the back here, show you the gravel pit that's on the property for doing this sort of road maintenance. As you can see here, really good stuff, really fine gravel. I mean, looks like you're on a beach sort of gravel here. And you can see that he's been working this and building his 4-wheeling trails and other things right out of right here on the property. So save some money. Use your own gravel pit. It's hidden in the back. It's not ugly. It's not a sore on the property or anything like that. So we're a little bit deeper into the back of the property here, past the gravel pit. The road continues all the way out here. We're sitting on probably about 2 acre, maybe a little bit more than a 2 acre food plot / field that the seller Again, came out, forest mulched, cut trees back. You can see above me another tree stand overlooking this field food plot with a really great natural boundary of thick. We got white birch, a lot of spruce, a lot of fir. So again, you know, I just want to emphasize how much time, energy, and thought has been put into the layout of this property. Outside of hunting and farming, which I know I've been putting a big emphasis on because that's just kind of the style of dude that I am. This is a great revenue generating property for Airbnb, VRBO, short-term rentals, all that sort of stuff. You know, if you wanted to use this field food plot out here for putting a couple rental yurts or something like that. I mean, you're on the coast of Maine. You're about an hour 15 away from Acadia National Park and Bar Harbor south of here. So, you know, that's one of the most visited national parks in the country. So there's obviously overflow that comes up here who want to go, you know, look at the most eastern point of the United States, which is just up the road from here. Howdy. Maybe you can see me at the top of this here fir tree. Again, stands all over this property, set up perfectly for bow hunting, set up perfectly for a rifle if that's what you're into, or if you just want to sit up here and take some pictures and stuff like that of the wildlife that moves through the property. Another great place to do it. But again, this is what, the third, maybe the fourth food plot and stand that we've shown you on this 45-acre property. There's probably about another 6 or 8 scattered throughout, some hidden ground blinds and stuff as well. Alrighty, it's time to check out this gorgeous board and batten stained wood home that we have here. The current design is 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. We got 10-foot ceilings and walls here on the first 2 floors, and we got 14-foot down in the full basement below there. Quick design detail here. The entire front here is going to be a big walkout deck. So this will be a nice usable big space to obviously stare right down the barrel of the ocean. All this concrete and stuff that's right here, the seller has plans to do like a really nice flat bottom river stone and just kind of have that matted up against this entire thing underneath, which would be standing the deck here. Love the board and batten. I love these dark green windows, Anderson windows, got a nice tint to them, really good thermal protection. Brand new, everything's vented, everything, I mean, you're brand new. So there's no discussion on, you know, upgrades or updates on anything from a construction standpoint on this place because it is brand spanking new. Inside, we got 3,500 feet of livable space. A quick design breakdown of how the seller currently has this going. Over here on my left side into this room is our first full bedroom and full bath here. This is going to be another little great area, 10-foot ceilings, real big hand-hewn beams from the property here. So you got bedroom number 1. Follow me over on the right side here, and now we're essentially walking into the kitchen and dining room area. You can see how much space is here and how open this will be and how nice this will be for cooking. I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but hot damn, that is a really nice view to do dishes. As we kind of keep moving through the dining room area here, you're gonna see these big sliding doors. This is design has a elevated full length of the house porch on the back here. There's another set of these sliding doors over on the right side. So you could essentially leave these open, walk onto your big deck, walk around to the other side of the house if you wanted to, or just sit out there and enjoy. All the construction material going with this house is going to stay with the house. So all the remaining siding, all the remaining windows, cast iron stuff for like the lights and other kind of detail accessories are all gonna be staying with the house. Right here, you can see these big squares. Let me see here. These are gonna be 2 big, massive windows. You can only imagine the type of light that you're gonna be getting there and being able to look inside of the house. This is also a first. This is designed to have a waterfall inside from like right here. There's gonna be a waterfall falling like 12 feet down into the basement into an indoor-outdoor trout pond. Yes, I did say that. There's a indoor waterfall going into an indoor-outdoor trout pond in the basement. You have never seen that in the house before unless you were in Cabela's. So this is your kind of entertainment living room area / maybe where you want to go fishing off of your own bridge inside of the house. This is going to be like another kind of like living room lounge area with your second set of sliding doors going out into your full elevated deck. And then if we pan up and you look at the size of these massive timbers that this custom catwalk for the master room and the other bedroom upstairs are, these are massive timbers and they're all from the property. They are gorgeous and you can see just how cool this catwalk is. I mean, it looks like a floating catwalk going in between the master and a guest room or maybe another office or something like that. So we're gonna get you up there, show you the views of from the master room and also show you where there would be another elevated deck over here on the second floor as well. The theme of today is heights. But come on up, take a look. We'll show you this master and the views that you're getting out of this second floor as well. So we're on the second floor here into the master suite. You can see just how nice these pine floors are. We got 10-foot ceilings up here as well. These big rugged timbers as you're seeing all around the house. And once again, a sweet view. It's awesome. And follow me right around here. You see this sliding door. This is obviously going to be another second floor elevated deck for the master. Big room, full bathroom, the whole 9. You come over onto the catwalk here and whammo, you are into either a 3rd bedroom or some sort of a library, maybe a at-home office. Another big window would be going in here. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of get the idea. This second floor is really the getaway. The catwalk is awesome / mildly scary right now as Joey is showing us. So we're going to finish up the segment up here and get down onto the ground floor so nobody passes out. All right, we are down into the full basement here. We have 10 feet of concrete, 14 feet of ceiling height in total. This is designed for 2 full bedrooms with 2 full baths down here as well. If you wanted to, I mean, you can see all the light coming in. There's a big garage door behind you right now. This could easily be a single bay garage. If you wanted to have this be, you know, a heated shop area for woodworking, for automotive, for repairing things, or just like a hunting kind of section, this would be great for that. Radiant floor heating, so your toesies aren't gonna get cold in the winter. I can promise you that. A lot of space. As you can see here too, again, when I talked about the construction materials upstairs, Anderson patio doors, I mean, thousands of dollars worth of doors, thousands of dollars worth of these 6x6, 4x4 timbers and all that for the accents. You can see, you know, everything is big, rugged, and ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I know you're wondering, what in the heck is this concrete bunker right here that Spencer's looking at? This is your pond. And once this is all done, this ceiling gets cut out. The waterfall comes from the second floor up top, drops down into this, I'll call it 10 feet deep, indoor-outdoor trout pond. It's got a big, probably about a 1 foot round opening that goes out of the house, so the trout can go in and out to their outdoor pond outside. Ridiculous. Just to kind of recap as well here, we're looking at about 3,500 square feet with the basement and with the 2 floors up above for living space. 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom is the current design. Obviously everything's not finished, so if you would like to change things up or you want to have like a different kind of basement structure, that's all available as of right now. If you want to continue with the same idea, the seller would be willing to finish the house at a different price than what we're going to be listing it for. So feel free to reach out to me if you're wondering what it would cost to have this thing completely finished. What it looks like is probably roughly about $135,000 to $150,000 for top of the line stainless steel appliances, granite countertops. I mean, the real works for finishing this place off. But again, it's up to you. And I think that that's pretty special that as a buyer, you have the ability to essentially put the final kiss on this property and really make it your own without having to change anything. So, alrighty, beautiful people. We're gonna sign off and take a seat up here in this stand and see what comes on through the property here this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed the tour of 260 Horn Road in Harrington, Maine, a coastal paradise for farming, hunting, being in privacy and quiet. Absolutely beautiful spot, 45 acres. We got a 5 bedroom, 4 bath, unfinished house. We got an 1863 hand-hewn barn, 150-year-old apple trees, 3 ponds, cascading with state stocking permits, and I mean, the list goes on. Give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you guys all day about this property and how special it truly is. If you're looking for the seller to essentially finish the property entirely, we have a separate price for that in another conversation. But as is, we're looking at $600,000 for a 45-acre paradise set up for hunting, farming, and short-term revenue on the coastal waterfront of Maine. So without further ado, go on now and get